Hey guys, your Marta Geek. It's that time of the year where I love to share with you guys my favorite games that I played during the year of 2022. This time it is. Now, keep in mind, this year I actually played less PlayStation 5 than other years because my gaming has been being split between the Steam Deck, the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox, and the PlayStation 5. So this year I didn't even get to play 10 games. So I don't have 10 games for you guys in this video that I enjoyed the most during 2022. So let's go ahead and get started with my number 7 game that I enjoyed the most in 2022. So first of all, it's Ghostwire Tokyo. This game, I actually liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. But I think for me it was very cool because it was like a new experience where you were basically like in first person shooter mode, doing magic, and it felt like you were like Doctor Strange, killing these monsters and creatures, ghosts that appear throughout Tokyo, and it was really cool. I dig the story. The story was very nice. The gameplay was good, but it got repetitive. And almost after midway, it got repetitive. The same monsters, you got to see the same monsters over and over again, or the same ghosts. I keep saying monsters, but they were actually ghosts. And for me, it got repetitive, but I liked that it felt like a new experience. So for me, it's number 7. My number 6 is Sifu. Sifu is a very cool game that came out in digital first, but then I actually got it in physical form, and it actually got to play it when the easy mode actually came up, and that's how I played it because this is a very hard game. And it's a very cool game where you play a character that feels like you're playing John Wick because he's so badass, and the way he does his kung fu and all that is really cool. All the bosses was awesome. The cool thing about the game is that when you die, you come back, you're a little bit older. But I loved it. I really loved it. Finished it completely, the whole story. But there is still a lot of other stories you can actually, or other endings you could actually get. But I only got one ending. My number 5 is a game that I just finished a week ago, the Callisto Protocol. I loved it. A lot of people didn't like it because it wasn't too scary, because I don't know, but I actually like it. I thought that the atmosphere, the locations were very creepy, very scary. The character was great. The monsters, they all looked different because they were all deformed. And it actually halfway through it actually got a lot more harder because there's a creature that comes out with 2 heads. From that point on forward, for me the game got a little bit more harder, where you had to use a little bit more strategic on how you're gonna progress during the missions, and I liked it. It's a very cool game, very similar to Dead Space. I don't think it's better than Dead Space, but it's similar to Dead Space. And I love the location, I love the character, and I'm also keeping the copy because the game also ended in a cliffhanger that there's going to be a DLC coming up where hopefully the story actually continues with that DLC. So yes, my number 5, the Callisto Protocol. My number 4 is the only game in my group that I didn't finish, and I couldn't finish because I was actually pretty bad at this game, but it's Elden Ring. It's Elden Ring. I played over, I played over 30 hours this game. I wasn't even close to finish this game, but it was very fun going through the whole world, learning new techniques and customizing your character, facing different kind of monsters, different kind of bosses, and getting your ass whooped. Because that's mostly what I did with all these big bosses. I think I barely beat like 1 or 2 big boss. After that, I knew I wasn't ready to keep fighting other bosses. There's a lot of learning in this game when it comes to strategically upgrade your character and approaching missions. But the world and the world feels amazing. The world, open worldness, feels amazing in Elden Ring, and the customization, the fighting, everything feels very unique. So yes, my number 4 game is Elden Ring. My number 3 game is WWE 2K22. I'm a huge fan of wrestling, and I was very disappointed with the prior WWE 2K games But I think this year they actually made it up with all the bad games they were releasing prior to this one. I loved everything about it. The story mode, I played the male version. I played the female storyline, the male storyline. I also played the whole Rey Mysterio showcases. Very awesome fights. Very awesome to see his story since he started and till right now to present. It's so cool. It also has other modes like the card mode, which I forgot the name of it, but it's very cool as well. And I also like the GM. I'm surprised that this is one of the only 2K games that I tried every single mode in the game, and every single mode is actually pretty damn good. So there is a lot of gaming, a lot of things for people that love wrestling, that if they play this game, they will find something they're gonna love, because I played almost every single mode and I liked every single mode, and I liked it so much that I actually bought it again for my Steam Deck. My number 2 game is Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, Horizon Forbidden West, amazing, beautiful game. I'm a huge fan of the first one, and I love this one because it felt a little bit more open world, because you got to visit different locations, very, very, very different locations around America. And you know, while we're going to the excuse me, while we're going to the west side, and I loved it. I love the amount of enemies, the amount of camps where you visit people and you do side missions. This is one of the only games in this group that I actually did the whole storyline, plus I did the whole side missions. Yeah, I love this game. Can't wait to play the DLC. Very awesome looking. The ending I didn't like. That's the only thing I didn't like about the game, was the ending of the game. But I hope they actually fix it up with a sequel that should come up. And my number 1, of course, there's no secret, God of War Ragnarok. This game is amazing. This game is, for me, is a masterpiece. It improves everything in every way. What the 2016 or 2018 version came out, it improves in every single way. I love the storyline was awesome. The graphics a lot more polished. The enemies, a lot more variety of enemies. There were different kind of enemies. You were not fighting the same enemies over and over and over again like you were on the first one. Especially with the mini bosses. I love that this game has so many different mini bosses that were very cool. One was like some of them was like a dragon, some of them was like a queen. So many cool missions. It has an amazing twist. It was incredible. Atreus was freaking awesome in this game. I love the fact that, I'm not gonna say it, but I love Atreus a lot in this game, because I think if I say something about him, there'll be spoilers. But I love Atreus in this game. I love them a lot more than I love them in the part 1. Part 2, in Ragnarok, Atreus was freaking awesome. And I think the whole game was great. The ending was awesome. And I still need to go back and play side missions, because I went through the whole storyline, but I didn't do the side missions. So I still need to go back and play all the side missions available in this game before there's some DLC coming up. So yeah, like you see there, this year 2022, there wasn't 10 games I played on the PlayStation 5. Play Xbox, I didn't even touch it this year because there wasn't nothing actually interesting that came out for the exclusive for the Xbox One, Xbox. But yes, that's it. That's all the games that I played this year and I enjoyed on my console, PlayStation 5. Let me know in the comments, what did you like this year in 2022 on your Xbox or PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.